look. Hi, look. Hey, hey. Hi, look. Ooh, ooh. Come on, Meg. Hi, look. Yes. Hi, look. Beefing with it without no motion. Hi, look. Beefing with it without. Come on, Megan. Yes. How do I look out here in these streets, girl? How I look? Beefing with it about a nigga. How I look going back and forth up on Twitter, bitch. How I look. I know that's right, girl. Anyway. Child. She looked like she finna be suing. Is what she looked like she finna be doing. Child. It's a whole lot going on in the streets, girl. It's a lot that's been happening. It's a lot that's been going on. Okay? It is a lot. Hey, bitch. It's JamiThatsMe. Come on in. You know what you're supposed to do when you get in. Hit that like. Hit that like. Hit that like. How I look. Okay? How I look sitting up here entertaining y'all without getting no like. How you look sitting up there watching the content and ain't gonna be nice and just hit the like. How you look? And don't say you look cute and comfy under your covers as you get ready to get into some things and you ain't hit no like. I don't play like that. I don't play like that, girl. Don't do that. Don't do me like that. Okay? Don't do me. I be very professional. Don't do me like that. But listen, okay, if you have not voted and the polls or, the spaces have opened up for y'all to go and do y'all thing, girl, make sure that you do, because I know that I did a few weeks ago. All right? So make sure y'all do y'all part. All right. Anywho, how is everybody doing? What is today? Today's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, girl. Listen, these weeks been like zooming by. The days, the hours have been going by like shoo. Okay. Child, I have an important day that is coming up for me. So we are going to be getting into that this weekend. But it's a lot been going on, okay? I feel like I ain't really been live this month. For real. I think I ain't been in the go live mood, okay? But I decided to go ahead and hop on live today so we could talk about some stuff. And also, can I say that I feel like the stories that's been out there really ain't been given a whole lot? Okay. They ain't really been given a whole lot. So, yeah, that's another reason why I ain't been caring to talk about nothing. But I feel like a lot has happened. So we are going to talk about stuff. Y'all know Megan is suing someone. Megan attorney had already came out a day or so earlier saying, listen, Megan finna start suing people for misinformation. So get it together because it's coming, okay? And it looks like it's here. Also, Keke Palmer, she did a cute little interview with People. She did that interview. She did touch on the situation with her baby daddy and the Usher situation. So we'll talk about that just a bit. We'll also get into Kina Harper of what was it, Dirty Money or something like that, Diddy Dirty Money, whatever it was. She did like a long interview. I haven't gotten a chance to check it out. I do have some clips that we'll get into, and based on timing, we might check out her interview, but I do feel like it's really long. So maybe I should just check it out and maybe come back and get y'all my thoughts about it. What else do we have? A little bit of the Breakfast Club speaking on the Ray J incident with the Combs kids. Tragedy, child. I can't. Child. That's crazy, right? Like Ray J, I thought Ray J was out here advocating for Diddy. So for them to want to roll up on him was pretty interesting to me. What else do we have to talk about over here? We got a few things, okay? It's a few things lined up. So get cute, get comfortable, girl. We're gonna talk about some stuff. First of all, y'all, I saw this and this really irked the hell out of me. And I just wanted y'all to check. I don't know if anybody else saw this. Okay. So I believe this guy plays for the Dodgers, and I think it could have been like a Dodgers versus Yankees game or whatnot. And you know what? I don't even know if this is old or new because I'm not even into baseball like that, for real, for real. But this really irritated the shit out of me. Do
Dude
y'all, do you see
grabs
this?
his glove. Other dude holds Mookie's hand and he grabs the ball out. Never seen that
And he's
before.
smiling. Girl, I'm like, oh, the privilege. Oh, the privilege for you to be able to touch a professional baseball player and smile about it. Girl, I feel like by the time the ball came up out the man's hand, if he was black, he would have been snatched up. It's not funny, but he would have been snatched up with the quickness, ready to make an exit. But I'm just like, y'all have got to do something. Like, I understand that fans come to these games, they want to have a great time, they rooting for their team and stuff. But your ticket secured you to be in the seat and to be entertained, watch the game, have a good time with your friends, family, whatever. It does not secure you the opportunity to put your hands on somebody that you don't know. I feel like that's assault. I do. I feel like y'all assaulted that man. And you done took the ball up out his hand. I'm sure it caught. Like, once they, played the cameras back and stuff, I'm sure they saw like, hey, we're gonna count that because he actually did catch the ball, although these people literally knocked it out his hands. But I feel like they should have been, you know what? Maybe I'm taking it too far because I feel like they probably should have been arrested or apprehended. Like, so I mean, some like just put in a cop car for a little second. Cause if that man wanted to press charges or something like that, I feel like he should be within his range to do so just a bit. As if they're ever gonna see him again beyond this moment. Look at it. Look at it, baby. And he is reaching. It is unbelievable. And
He's
why is you
grabbing
grabbing his?
Mookie's hand while the other one has the glove.
I can't.
Dude
The
grabs his
disrespect.
glove. Other dude holds
Took
Mookie's
the damn.
hand
Do you?
and he grabs the ball out. Never seen that before.
And thought it was hilarious. And I can't. Okay, I will hope that they were escorted out. Like, y'all gotta go. And honestly, if they would have told them, like, I don't know if they may have season passes already or whatever, but child, it would have been given, you're not welcome back. You would have had to have been kicked out and could not return for at least a year. Like, you're out of line. And you better be glad that man didn't press charges on y'all because y'all literally crossed the line. Child, so now what kind of yeah, I can't. The people, y'all out of control with it. It's giving assault. But maybe he was a good sport about it. But when I saw it, I said, oh, I'm going to have to show this to the people. Is anybody else seeing this like I am? Because I don't like that. I just felt like that was disrespectful. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about more. Because I do feel like Ari Lennox, I think she feels very disrespected. And we're going to play some of her audio here in just a second. But I do remember she was trying to do a tour, y'all. I believe it was over the summer. And I don't think she sold no tickets for real. So she had to cancel it. And on top of her canceling that, she's just been having a bad time. I do believe that she's in debt and stuff. And I feel really bad for Ari. Okay. I think she's been going through a lot mentally. Not that she has like mental health issues or anything, but when your finances are not where you want them to be, I think, it could take over the mind and you got a lot going on up there, right? So right now, Ari is asking to be released from her contract. She no longer wants to be with Interscope and Dreamville. So I believe she signed to Interscope by way of Dreamville, and she's really over it at this point. We're going to listen to what she says, but first she says, Interscope and Dreamville have been playing with me all month, and I'm so exhausted. I'm so tired of people treating me like they're sorry for me and like I'm the face of mental health. I'm okay. And I've never been happier. What I don't like is being signed and lied to and manipulated. Not one person at those labels ever knew how to market or protect me. Y'all don't know the half. Constant letdown and neglect. This industry stuff will never be for me. I really feel bad for her, and I feel like what she's speaking on is something a lot of people go through, y'all. I can imagine how many people are sitting on labels right now that are stuck in a contract, and the labels are not trying to go nowhere with you, ain't trying to help you progress. Like, you're just stagnant and you're sitting on a label, and anything that you might go out there and do, depending upon what's in your contract, they still gonna eat off you because they probably gave you an advance and you still may owe that money back. right? I really do feel bad for artists. I feel like there should be some type of contract to where if there is no movement after maybe 5 years, it really should be an automatic releasal. Okay, if y'all have not helped progress them or anything, I think they should be released out their contract, because honestly, even though people be signed to these labels and they may get access to certain producers and stuff like that, you still got to do the leg work. You still got to get out there and push. I feel like it's really no different in a sense than acting. Like, yeah, you may have a manager or agent that may push for you, but then also a lot of times you out there hustling and making it for yourself too, to stay on your agent's and radar, and anything that you book because you're signed to them, even if you book it on your own, they get a percentage of that. I just don't think that's fair. But I do want to hear what she had to say about this.
Never really wanted for myself.
Let me refresh it.
Label that wouldn't have me out here trying to explain. Like, it's not something I ever really wanted for myself, but it's like, it is what it is. Here we are. Like, people come up to me and they're just like, hey, how you doing? Like, are you? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh, wait, how you doing? Mental health. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, so even in real life, like, it's the conversation. I changed my mind against releasing this video, and I told management and I told the label, and they told me that they would take it down. The video, the people in charge of the video were unresponsive. Like, you know what, but everyone loves the video, so we're just gonna keep it up. No, y'all are not going to manipulate me. I'm not comfortable with it being out for multiple reasons. I wish I had a label that wouldn't have me out here trying to explain why I need advertisement. You cannot expect an artist to be anything without advertisement. Why am I begging for advertisement? Like, why am I paying for my own Google ads?
Wow.
Like, no, it's not okay.
It damn sure ain't okay, because that's the primary reason people get signed. Not only, like I said, to have access to certain people in the industry, but for marketing. Like, y'all are gonna have the people in place for them to go and do those late night talk shows and stuff, to get on the radio shows and promote and push. And sometimes they can't get it on their own. Sometimes they do need you to go ahead and say, hey, Breakfast Club, this person's dropping a project. Like, can we go ahead and slide them in? When can y'all get them in? Like, sometimes they're going to need y'all for that. Like the marketing, like, what's what? You don't want to help them, but then you expect them to give you every single dime back that they may have taken from you. I'm glad she's saying something, and I hate that others ain't really speaking up. Maybe they feel like it's nothing they can do. Maybe they feel like the industry industry at the end of the day, so it is what it is. But I feel bad for her, like, in anybody in this situation
that wouldn't have me out here trying to explain.
Okay, I think that may be enough. She expressed her discontent, stating she's tired of being treated like a mental health spokesperson, asserting that she feels misled and manipulated. She criticized the label's inability to effectively market her, claiming not one person at those labels ever knew how to market or protect me. And it's the fact that you're paying for your own ads. Girl, that should have been within the budget. That should have been within the budget. I don't like that. Read your contract. That's true. Read your contract before signing. Negotiate your own terms and time frames, and understand everything before you sign. Get a lawyer. It's the same story over and over. When are we going to learn? And you know what? I be wondering, like, sometimes when people get signed, I don't think they have access to a good lawyer, which is easier for them to get finessed. So I don't know her situation and whether she actually had one, right? But I wonder, I'm also thinking that it would be good if she could get a lawyer now. I don't even know if she really can afford one. I would hope so. But I think the lawyer, if she were to get one now, she'll like read through her contract and see what were the agreements that Interscope and Dreamville said that they will do themselves, and then kind of like enforce that and make them honor the things that's within the contract that they said they were going to do for you. But, yeah, you would think that's how it's supposed to go, right? People are going to like read the contract. They're going to get an attorney. But I do feel like, one, they make the contracts extremely thick. In addition to that, it has a lot of language in there that normal people may not really understand, right? And then I think it's the setting, like how they may set up the setting. I feel like probably not no different than when you finna sign for a car. Okay, so we just need your signature here, and then they explain to you what it is, and then you're like, oh, okay. Then some people just sign off on it, right? So I mean, based on how the setting was, maybe that's something that happened, and she was just so excited and just trusted, you know. Um, and then I think also people go into these situations thinking that things would never happen to them like that, and then here we are. If she is able to get out of her contract and they just fully release her, that might be good because maybe she wouldn't owe them anything. Who knows? Okay, they may release her and be like, yeah, but we still gonna hold you accountable for paying us the 50 racks back that we gave you or something. So I don't know, but I wish her the best though. It's a very tough situation to be in, especially when you're not getting marketed at all. I mean, like she does the J. Cole Dreamville Fest, but I'm sure she needs more than that throughout the year, you know. That's just rough because girl, you out here doing a concert and people not buying the tickets. That's terrible. I would think that promo is lacking because I didn't even know that she had a tour that she was trying to do until it was canceled. Very, very unfortunate. A bit embarrassing if you ask me. But good luck. Okay. Good luck to Miss Ari. Hope things work out. Let's talk about Laura Govan. So she did a sit down, and no, I have not watched the full interview over there with Carlos King that she has done. But based on this clip, she does touch on Drea Michelle. Okay, while she over here touching on Drea Michelle over there touching on Jalen Green's pockets, and I ain't even mad at her girl. At first, I was looking at Drea sideways because I'm like, Drea, girl, this boy is like closer to your child's age, really. But girl, when that man secured that contract with all them millions, I said, well, let me shut the hell up. I guess I get it a little bit. But I want to listen to Laura. It's not a surprise to us that Drea has been known as the girl that gets around. Now, I don't know who all Drea got around with. I just know that's the label people tried to give her, okay? And so it appears that Miss Laura is saying that she assaulted Drea, all because her ex chose to give her some money. So let's get into this, child. This is crazy.
And Gilbert said on his podcast, I believe he was with Nick Young.
He told me that story.
Did you see that story where he pretty much talked about what Drea was doing in the backseat and all that stuff?
I ain't seen that.
What do you have to say to that about you, Drea, and the Gilbert thing?
So here's what I would say about that. Let me clean that up because people were like, oh my God, Laura's just a bully, even 10 years ago. Like, oh, she's a bully. She's bullying her. So Gilbert told me that story about Drea. He had a lot to say. And I remember in the context, I think we had broken up. And he was like, well, this is what I did, right? Like, I messed with this girl from Philly. And it was this, and that. She only in the car and blah, blah, blah. At the time, they brought her on Basketball Wives. Drea was brought on Basketball Wives as a friend, if I'm not mistaken, to my sister. I remember that was it. And guess what? I liked her. No idea that she was there being
And
Gilbert's jump off. I had no idea. So then when I found out, it was when I was going through some papers at the house and I saw that he had given her $25,000 and brought her to LA. Let me tell you what I did. Remember the time. So I'm like,
Hold on,
what
let me
am I
go
supposed
back.
to
I think I
finding the
missed it.
paper? I remember going to where she was filming here in Hollywood down the street. I remember showing up and I was not supposed to be filming. And I walked past everybody and I beat her. And it did not air. They did not want that to air.
you beat
I
up
showed
Drea?
up. I beat Drea. I think I picked her by her collarbone and threw her.
Not collarbone.
And then I spit on her. And I was trying to get to her even after that. Am I proud of those things? Absolutely
be.
not. But what you're not going to do is be my friend. Don't be in my face.
Are they okay? I could have sworn you have been in the same position with somebody else. Did they try to put that on her about Shaq, or was that just Shawnee they tried to put that on? Or was it Gloria possibly, I'm sorry, not, Gloria possibly messing with somebody that was affiliated with Shawnee? I thought it was Laura and Shaq or whatever, but let's keep going.
Peace. And from what I heard, you was Gilbert's jump off. I had no deal with this. You help me help you. Where are we supposed to go with this? Because everything at the time, I told you, anybody could get it. I never have a problem till we have a problem.
I don't know if I believe she beat her ass though. I believe y'all, but you may have did a little tussle rustle. But beat her ass for real, I don't know, Laura.
We got a problem. And you're in my face though. And I was her friend. I'm like, back, she used to do my quotes on my Instagram and tweets. She used to be like, no, take that off, do this. I liked her. So you do me like this?
So wait.
I'm going to do you like that.
So you're saying while Drea and you were on the show together and y'all were developing this friendship and she's in your face, y'all cool as shit, all the while she is sleeping with your man.
Facts.
Knowing that that's your man.
Facts. The time.
I'm sorry.
Pregnant. Got the young boy.
Damn, if they only knew. But like, I was shocked too, though. Like that day when I was riding home with Philly in the car. Yeah, I don't know if I can tell that story. If you want me to tell that story,
No, she's a mother now.
she's a mother now. Yeah, we can't do that because that day changed my life. I ain't gonna lie. That day changed my life. That's when Swaggy P was like, okay, now I gotta. This is what NBA is about.
Hey, listen. NBA. Hey, listen. I'll let you know. This is.
Yeah. When I'm riding in the car. He in the back seat. I turn my head. This nigga against.
It's crazy out here. Listen, I just don't think, even if she did fight Drea, in my opinion, I understand y'all may have been friends and Drea may have been wrong for that, knowing that that's your man and she was over there sloppy toppy, whatever. I think your issue should have been with Gilbert more than anything, because honestly, she didn't know you at the time that all of that went down, right? And were y'all married or were y'all girlfriend, boyfriend? But anyway, it don't matter. I just feel like the heat should have really went towards him. Because y'all had kids, y'all was living a life together, whatever that was, and he decided to take out your household to send somebody else 25 racks. Like, what? Yeah, I don't even know if that was really something to talk about. Like, why did you share that? That doesn't really look good, because you did all of that behind Gilbert, and Gilbert turned around and played you the hell out. Didn't he have you in and out of court? I could have sworn he ended up flipping it to where she had to pay child support or something for the kids, and he got the kids or something. Didn't they have like a situation like that? Like, he was over here dragging you, but you over there trying to drag Drea for him. But he over there dragging you in and out the courts. I don't like that. I don't like that. I mean, we appreciate you for telling your truth if that's, if that is indeed what it was. But I would have liked, and maybe, that maybe the clip cut off right before she got into the details of what she did to him. Because I would have hoped that you went upside his head too. The audacity. Okay? Took money out y'all household to give to this woman. Are you crazy? And then you over there doing what you want to do, knowing that you're supposed to be in a committed relationship? Yeah, no. And then never married you or anything? That's very disappointing. And you know what memory I have, though, Laura, that I'll never forget? The memory when you had posted up on Instagram in the kitchen acting like you really was throwing down and the pan was empty and the people had drugged you for it. Girl, I will never forget. You look cute, though. You look cute. You had lost all that weight and stuff. That body was right. You looked cute. But, girl, they ate you up for pretending to be in the kitchen with nothing in the pan. Girl, literally had the whole spatula and everything. Like, yeah, I'm whipping it up in the kitchen. I'm doing this and that in the kitchen. As if we wasn't going to see that nothing was in the pan. Girl, they woke Miss Laura out, honey. But, you know what? I'll say this I'll say in all fairness for Laura, we have watched Tammy Rowan wear the bitches out left and right, especially, with getting into it with Evelyn over her ex-husband, what was his name, Kenny Anderson, from years ago, when she found out that the woman was over there, messing with her man. So I guess it's all is fair in Basketball Wives, Love and Basketball Wives, okay? Because if Tammy can dig in you holes years later, I guess touche then. I guess it's okay for Laura to have Doug and Miss Drea's ass too. Okay, but good luck to the people. Okay, good luck to you guys. Y'all out here doing too much for these ain't shit ass girl. Go away from me with this. Let's keep going. Okay. Shout out to the 500 people we do have in the chat. I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm sure notifications did not go out, so you somehow found your way here, and I'm glad. Okay. Just make sure you're showing the support and you're hitting you're hitting the like for me. We appreciate you. Let's keep going. All right. Let's see. Oh, this is what, before we move off of her. Okay. I did see this on Twitter where they said that Miss Malaysia kind of talked about this for a second. Okay. So, you know what? I guess we'll play it. We'll hear what Miss Malaysia had to say about the Drea situation.
Did say was when Drea became like the fan favorite, that some of the girls were jealous of that.
I don't think that they were jealous. I just think that they were more like they knew I'm still finding out things. So while I was filming, there was a lot of things that I didn't know about Drea, which I wouldn't care anyway, because I'm the type of person, how you treat me is what I go off on. I don't really care what you did in your past life and what you're doing. As long as you're a good person to me and mine, we're all good. But from what I'm hearing, that there's other things that I cannot speak to that was going on, and that's why they didn't like her. I was like, I just found out some shit like a week ago. That I was like, that makes sense. So I feel like that's the reason, and they can't say why they didn't like her. So it wasn't that she was fan favorite. It was like some personal shit.
Allegedly sleeping with some of the men of the cast members. Allegedly.
She said,
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. I mean, yeah.
And allegedly.
You know what?
No, it's all alleged. It's all alleged.
It's alleged. The alleged is like fake. It's done. So miss me with the alleged shit. But yeah, it was stuff that was done personally to that person, and she was fighting it but couldn't explain it because of legal reasons. So I'm not gonna say that person was jealous. She was not. She had all right to be angry.
and there's that. Okay, so it seems like she's talking about Drea and Laura. Can I say that Malaysia is gorgeous? Okay, I have not always liked LaQuisha on Basketball Wives, but Face Card is definitely giving. Malaysia went, and what I think it was, she ended up getting like her teeth done in comparison to how she showed up the first season, and I think they did an amazing job. I think she has beautiful teeth. Very beautiful girl. Okay, so that's the tidbit of what she had to say. So we learned that it was some shit that was really going down, but the ladies couldn't really get into the things, okay, because of the storylines and all of that with the contracts, I'm sure. So that's what's going on. Basketball Wives, it's okay for y'all to let it go. It's okay. It's okay for y'all to let it go. It's okay to work on something else and create something else. Would y'all be into like a church wives show if Shawnee, girl, that would be too busy. Who the hell for that? Girl, she has enough with Keon. Girl, Keon can have his own show the way his stay going viral once a month. High key. But y'all can let it go. I'm hoping that she comes up with another idea or maybe do a better cast. I don't know how y'all had a gym in Basketball Wives Orlando, and then y'all decided to put the show on hold and then bring us back more stale, old beef amongst these ladies. That I think some people are kind of tired of seeing beef because people feel like y'all a bit too old for that, you know? Which could be unfair because we also watch the Housewives show out and they all about in the same age range. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay to kind of start fresh and get some new people over. Okay, get some new people over there if you're not gonna release the show. I can't. But did y'all hear that Bold and Bougie, the show that Malaysia's on WeTV? One of the ladies, I can't think of her name at this time, but she was doing like a confessional and said that, season 2 is on the way. And I'm like, season 2? Did anybody watch season 1? Are the fans in the room with us? Were they watching along with everyone else? Because I don't think y'all had that great of a season, but I will say this. It does take time for shows to really get there. Okay. And people's attention spans is even much shorter. Okay. So, I mean, maybe by season 3, it'll really pick up. Hopefully it'll get to a place like Bell Collective, because The Girls is Giving and it's coming out very soon. And I'm looking forward to it. I think Bell Collective dropped this Friday. So I will be tuning into that. All right. And the people over there on Patreon, we will be getting into that. Period. Let's keep going though. What else we got lined up over here? Oh, Shanquella Robinson. Let's talk about Shanquella real quick, y'all. I did a story on her, I think it was about 2 years ago, about her taking a trip. I feel like it's close to the anniversary of that time frame when she took a trip to Cabo with some friends, some acquaintances, some people. And we find out that the girl wasn't even on the trip long enough before she was unalived. We still can't get a lot of details. A video began to surface and we ended up seeing that she was involved in an altercation. A lot of videos ended up coming out that kind of showed that, to me, she wasn't as close with those people as she may have thought. They may have been jealous of her. A lot of people said that she was, she paid a good amount, of that trip for other people and stuff. But she ended up being in a fight with another young lady that was on that trip. And I believe she had injuries to her neck. Okay. And other, different markings on her body and stuff. And I just hate that it's 2 years later and they haven't done anything. Like, I am glad to find out that they are having this lawsuit against the Cabo Six. Thank God. And also they're suing the Justice Department and the FBI because y'all really wasn't trying to shake and move. That's what's killing me softly. And I understand that it may have happened on the soil of somewhere else, in Mexico. But there was another situation. I remember doing research and I had pulled it up in one of my videos when I talked about Shanquella, about how there was a man that committed a crime outside of the United States. And it didn't take long for them to rack his ass up. And probably because the crime he committed was against a white woman. I don't know. But I remember that. So for y'all to not act on this when you also have some evidence, it really pisses me off, And you know what really pisses me off even more? Is like when I talked about it, there was like a reporter and I forgot his name, but he was giving like some information and some of it was accurate. But at a point when he ended up getting a YouTube channel and start being like, I feel salacious and just saying things to get the views, because a lot of people's videos were getting a lot of views, mine included. But if you've been around this channel long enough, I talk about a variety of crime stories and different things that I see happen. So when I covered Shanquella's story, it was no different, than things that I've covered before. So I didn't know that it was going to pick up the way that it did. But it really irked me and pissed me off to see some people try to use the story as a way to get views and stuff. I understand that's what YouTube is for. That's what people do. That's a part of the job and stuff. But when you making up shit and you showing photos talking about this is her laying down on the ground, this and that. And I'm like, yo, this don't even look like her body type. What the fuck is this? This ain't even this girl's body type. Like, what is, like, just leaking photos that's not even accurate. You know what I'm saying? And it's like anybody with a brain and anybody with eyes and want to like put the pieces together can see that this is not true. And it was really pissing me off with the misinformation that was going out there about this girl, because I'm like, yo, this is like, come on. All right. Like, somebody really lost their life. A family is really affected by somebody's death, and how they died and not receiving justice. And y'all out here passing around damn images and shit, making it seem like this is her and acting like you crying and all. Girl, let me get off, because this shit gonna piss me off again. But anyway, where we are today is there is a lawsuit against the Cabo Six. They're saying that the family has filed a wrongful death lawsuit against her travel companies. Come on. who are referred to, companions. I feel like they should sue all of them folks. Whoever and this may not be their fault, but I'll be suing everybody from the location. Okay, where was y'all house that we adding y'all to the lawsuit? Because we gonna need to get some answers. Because if you had any hidden cameras or something in this, we gonna need all of it to see what the hell happened. Everybody getting sued. So they're gonna sue the companions, Justice Department. We already got into that. Her mother spoke out during a press conference and said, I would like each and every one of you, if you can, okay, anything you can do, step in and help us with justice. We need justice for Shanquella Robinson. It has been 2 years, and there's no reason that they have not been arrested yet. And then that was the other thing that I even had to come back and correct, because it was said that this young lady, let me see, because I think her name is here, Denasia. I was going to say a completely different name. Dejanay Jackson was arrested, and she wasn't and hasn't been. The only thing that it was that they may have been questioned, and that was like it. That was it. But like no arrest or anything was being made. So I'm just, girl, I can't. But I'm glad they finna I'm hoping this lawsuit leads to something. Okay, I don't know if people may want to share some information or something. I don't know what they may want to do to help this family get justice. And girl, they ain't talking. And that's the other thing. Like, them folks was literally in this girl and her family's face, laughing and hee-heeing and ha-haing and all of this shit before this trip, and then go on this trip, and the girl don't even make it. Like, what the hell? And then they had an autopsy report done on her, but I don't think they got the records. But the dad and them had to get her body and then get another one performed on her, from my understanding. And that's when they learned about the different, I believe, infractions and different things on her body. Like, this was a crazy story. I think it had a lot of people tuned into it, similar to the Kanika Jenkins in a bit, with her mysterious death. And her family got paid the hell off by that hotel. And they said a lot of different stuff used to go down at their hotel. And her family definitely got paid, as they should have. That was so spooky. Like, that was crazy. And Shanquella's story, to me, is no different. Okay, they say they will not rest until they receive justice for her. The lawsuit states that her mother suffered damages in excess of $25,000 as a result of the wrongful death. The FBI is being accused of withholding records in relation to the case that the family was seeking to obtain. And I'm just so confused. They're also saying they're being accused of negligence. And my thing is, like, why y'all withholding info? Like, I'm so confused. Like, who is y'all protecting? Because it ain't Shanquella, so I'm a little confused on what the hell y'all doing. What's going on? Let me see what this news story says.
Shanquella Robinson is now suing the 6 people she was traveling with, as well as the Justice Department and the FBI.
This morning, Shanquella Robinson's family taking the FBI and the U.S. State Department to court in the mysterious death of the North Carolina woman. The newly filed lawsuit also naming the so-called Cabo Six, acquaintances who were vacationing with Robinson when she died in Mexico.
Those responsible for her murder have not been held accountable. The lack of justice serves as a painful reminder of the vulnerabilities faced by individuals, especially young Black women, when they seek adventure in unfamiliar places with unfamiliar faces.
The legal filing detailing multiple accusations, including wrongful death, conspiracy, and emotional distress.
It has been 2 years, and there's no reason that no one has not been arrested yet, and I need justice for my child.
Family of Shanquella Robinson is now suing the 6 people.
I'm trying to tell you, because these motherfuckers get to go be with their kids if they got any. About done got somebody pregnant, about done got pregnant, finna have more, get to wake up to their family, get to move however the hell they want to move in the streets. But she can't do that. And y'all ain't finna do that. Y'all ain't gonna have no type of progress. Yeah, that's fucked up. That's messed up. Tamika Mallory comes out and she says, FYI, according to reports, the person seen in the video beating on Shanquella Robinson has changed their name from Dejanay Jackson to Imani Green. I love this so much, okay? I may not always agree with Tamika Mallory, but I agree with this post right here. Because, see, you thought you was going to be able to change your name, Bookie Butt? You thought you was gonna be able to change your name and when nobody gonna catch up to you? Yeah, put the new one out there, girl. Cause you about to change your name so you can get better job opportunities or whatever the case is. Nah. Don't put it out there just so you know you ain't doing nothing. The people still on your head top, ma'am. They are. And if you didn't have nothing to do with her death, then you might want to speak up. And I guarantee you, all them folks that went on that trip, I don't think they cool no more. I can see maybe 2 of them still keeping in contact with each other. But outside of that, I'm sure the friendships have been shattered. They may still have the pact, shall I say, of what happened in Mexico stays in Mexico, and we're not going to share anything because it could be all of our demise. But I don't give a fuck about none of y'all demise because y'all didn't give a damn about hers. So, yeah. But you know what? It's only a matter of time. And a lot of times we don't receive justice in the time frame in which we would want to receive it. But I do believe that is coming. I do believe that it's going to be on its way. And it just may be at a time where you're feeling like you're living a high life. I feel like that's where a lot of that stuff happens. You thinking you doing so great. You in the high life, all of that. And then that karma come rushing. Or I don't even want to say karma. It's just, a lot of what's old. And then it's just going to come and hit you. Because I just feel like you can't do wrong, expect right to follow you. And it's only a matter of time before what's done in the dark comes to the light. So, I just really hate that for her, though. Like, she says at the bottom, I guess a name change makes it easier to live amongst us without the stain of the hashtag Cabo6. Now, girl, listen, I'm with you when you put this out, honey. You better come with an update. Today marks 2 years since Shanquella was viciously beaten. Her so-called friends dropped off her clothes to her. Sure did. Didn't they bring like a suitcase or something like that? Brought her belongings back to the mama house? Bitch, girl. I can't. It's a lot. Knowing what y'all did and y'all brought her stuff back. Acting like ain't that happened. Good. The Mexican government is prepared to prosecute Dejanay and get to the bottom of what all took place that day, but the FBI is doing nothing about it. What y'all got going on? Now, Miss Kamala, come here, ma'am. You could talk about this too. All right. I do appreciate you going to all these variety of platforms and sharing your thoughts on a variety of things. But you could touch on this too, just a little piece now. Okay. Now, I don't know what's within your range of what you can or cannot do. But you could slide over here and get into some things when it comes to this, please. And thank you. Let's keep going, okay? Rest in peace to Shanquella Robinson. And I do pray to God, very soon she does receive justice and her family definitely receive, peace. Because that has to be a lot. To have some answers, but not really all the answers. And girl, you can't trust nobody. Faked with this girl, beat her up, she done died. Y'all saw it. And then turned around and took the stuff back to the mama house in her face, knowing that y'all was a part of killing her child or was aware. Like, girl, I can't. It's too much. Too much. Okay, guys. Let's get into Keke Palmer for a little bit here. I did get a chance to watch it. I watched most of her interview. I feel like Keke Palmer did a great job with this interview. Okay, I really like me some Keke Palmer. It's not too many people that's going to make me hate Keke. I'm going to be real honest with you. I'll hold her accountable if I need to. But I love me some Keke Palmer. Just watching her grow from the little girl to this grown woman. I'm proud of her. Okay? Very proud of her. She adores being a mom. She loves her son. I'm thinking about my little munchkin. But, of course, she loves her son. That's her child. But she talks about how she does want more children. And my question is, do you want more of those kids with Mr. Darius? Okay? She also said things got out of control, and she's glad that things are in control now, and they're calm. When I hear that, I wonder what type of conversation did they have and how did they come to the understanding as not only a family with her, him, and their child, but as a family with her, him, their child, his brother, and your mama. Usher is gay. I will never let you live it down, ma'am. I will never let you live that down to say those things about Usher, ma'am. And Usher was somewhere like, now why am I in it? I know I was in it on the front end, but y'all done took this to a whole nother level here. Why am I being brought back up in it? You didn't have to say that about that man. What he does behind closed doors ain't have nothing to do with this situation here. Okay? Mama went in and went slapped the hell off. So my question is, what conversation did Keke's mother have with Saronis Jackson? Are they calm? Is everything in control with them? Saronis was also out there saying negative stuff about Keke. Okay? Basically saying who we see ain't who she really is. Well, I really pray that they have. I pray that they have. Okay? I feel like conversations can sort out a lot of stuff and it'll be okay. Okay? Yeah, everybody was upset. But for the sake of Leo, let's pull it together. But let's see what she has to say about this Darius situation.
Well, Darius posted. What was your reaction?
I was speechless because I was at a photo shoot. And everybody was looking all weird. I was like, are y'all good? And then I randomly was on my phone and I saw a Shade Room post of the comment and I was honestly just shocked. That was all. I was just like, okay. And then it continued. And then I didn't have no words. And it's not reality. I didn't want to engage with something that wasn't reality. So I kind of just became removed. And then at that point for me, I kind of just wanted it to not exist in the workspace. Because ultimately that's what it is for me. You know, in my opinion, I was just at a concert. I don't know how anybody else receives that. Whether they know me or whether they're online. It was not that reality for me. So I didn't know what to do with it because I'm not in that reality. It's great.
Seeing what Darius posted. What?
I see what she's saying, but it very much so was the reality though. You know, to her, she's just having fun, having a great time. It didn't have to be that deep as he tried to make it. But I feel like that is the reality and it's no disrespect. Yeah, I promise it. It's not even. I'm not even trying to disrespect. I love you. Girl, it was the reality based on them court documents that I had read. Okay, he had been showing his ass, so it was giving a piece of the reality for me. Now, you may have been having you a good time in that moment at the Usher concert, and that was a piece of your reality, but the reality was that he was a fool. Okay, I'm just being honest. Okay. When you said that y'all had traveled to another part of California and he thought you was flirting with the waitress girl, and when y'all got back, he took your shit and threw it all over the place and stepped on your glasses. Sweetie pie. Very much so the reality. Okay? He just brought it to the internet, making it a bigger reality is what he did. He did. We didn't even much know this man. We just thought y'all about was cute together. Okay? So it was given reality. It definitely was, because he showed who the hell he was in reality. Okay, I'm just saying, that's just what I think. And I could be wrong because I don't live your life. I'm on the outside looking in and looking into the court documents. And looking into the court documents, that is what it gave. He was a fool. He was a hell on wheels. Okay, let's keep going here.
It got so out of control, and the only way that you know how to bring order or control to something is the court. I mean, that's literally what it's there for. It's, you know what I mean? And it becomes difficult because I can't control all the information. When you have people like TMZ, they got friends in the court, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't want, this is not for the public. This is for me to bring order within my family. The only way that I know how, which is through the court, not through the public. It got so out of control, but the public's still gonna somehow know. Mm-hmm. And so that was difficult because I was not looking to make a scene, I guess is the thing. You know, I wasn't looking to make a scene. I was just looking to bring order to something. You know what I mean? Bring balance, okay? The best way that I could. But the public's still gonna somehow know.
Bring balance and order. I mean, I guess. Because he did come over to the house though, and then he showed his ass a bit. So I mean, you had to do what you had to do if you didn't feel safe or whatever. You had to do what you had to do, okay? And make sure you and Leo were straight. But guess what? It don't matter because it seemed like mediation worked. Okay, I don't think they have to deal with that anymore, and it looks like they're back to co-parenting. So much so that I'm willing to believe that they probably back together. You know, but she gonna do what she want to do anyway, cause that's just how she is. And if she not with him, good. And if you are, congrats. Okay, good luck. Still love you down, Miss Keke, but it was given very much so the reality. And I hope that he calm, cause I don't know. I hope he calm, cause I don't know. Darius gives at any moment he'll show his ass online and tell you how you really feel. So, girl, y'all get that together, okay? Let's go ahead and keep going. Ooh, girl, we thought the lawsuits was just going, well, I thought the lawsuits was just going to be Diddy for the rest of the year, but I guess not. Anybody can get it. And now it's giving Metro Boomin. Is it bad that I be thinking about Future? If young Metro don't trust you, I'ma shoot you. Future, you better not have nothing coming out about you soon, okay? All them kids you got, I'm sure that it was a mutual decision, but I hope that you ain't got nobody out here trying to, okay? But anywho, so Metro Boomin's attorney responds to lawsuit alleging the SA in 2016. I did read something where the girl accused him of, SA and getting her pregnant. That is terrible. Because that's something we often hear is the SA portion, but we don't hear and he got me pregnant. And now they're saying that it's a pure shakedown and it's straight false accusations. And I'm like, I don't know. It could be. It could be a shakedown. It ain't like it hasn't happened before. But my question is, what's up with that baby that you had said that you was pregnant with? Or what happened with that? That's crazy work there. They're saying about 1 year later, Metro Boomin released the song Rap Save Me with 21 Savage, Offset, and Quavo. The song includes the lyrics, "She took a Xanny, then she fainted, and she drive me crazy, have my baby," which were cited in the lawsuit as recounting the situation that happened to the girl. I don't know no more. I don't know who to believe no more. I don't know who or what. I don't know who or what. His attorney told Variety that this lawsuit is a pure shakedown. They're saying that he refused to pay her months ago and he refuses to pay her now. Mr. Wayne will defend himself in court. He will file a claim for malicious prosecution once he prevails. Oh, wow. This girl, Vanessa, claims she was struggling with grief of losing her 9-month-old son when she met Boomin in 2016. She describes bonding with the producer after being introduced during the trip to Las Vegas. The 38-year-old woman said when she arrived, she was immediately given a shot of alcohol and also ingested half of a Xanax bar as a coping method for her anxiety after her son's loss. Listen, I can't say that she lying. I don't know what the hell to believe, okay? Because he gonna take it all the way to court. I would have thought that he would have just paid her the hell off. Now, don't be one of them men that you feel because it happened in 2016 that she don't have enough evidence to take your ass down. Because I feel like that be the case with some people. They be thinking because the incident or the situation is old, that a person may not have enough evidence or proof or anything to take you down through there. Okay, so I hope that that's not your angle that you're leaning into. And if you feel like, this is really malicious, fake, whatever the case is, then that you right. Okay? I don't know, but I do. When she talking about Xanax, and I feel like that sounds like on brand. I feel like that may be a common thing in order to hang out with some of these folks. That's what you got to do. That's why they be having y'all sign them NDAs and stuff. She alleges that Boomin spent time telling her that he was depressed because he had just broken up with his long-term girlfriend. However, the next thing Vanessa can recall is waking up on a bed in a different location from Boomin R-ing her and being completely unable to move or make a sound. Vanessa claims she was in and out of consciousness for an unknown time, but woke up at some point to him performing oral on her. Child, this is wild. It ain't wilder than Diddy and his freak offs, but I'm just saying. At no point during this encounter was Vanessa able to consent to any activity, and Boomin's conduct without question constituted RAPE and SA. Following the alleged SA, Vanessa alleges she found out that she was expecting but terminated the pregnancy. So now I don't know how long they're going to keep medical records of that, but I would hope that you're able to pull those files showing that you did go and actually have a termination around the exact time frame that this went down. I'm sure that evidence is going to be very important for court. She is asking for a jury trial and damages over the alleged girl. He over here ready to go to trial and she ready to go to 1-2 with a jury. This is crazy. I don't know who lying, but this does not look good. This does not look good for you. And then y'all put this in a song, but my question is, who was rapping this part? Now, see, y'all can't be putting these lyrics in here. And I'm just being honest now. Y'all can't be putting lyrics in here and trying to tie them to him like he actually rapped this. Y'all know he only produces the song. So this right here sounds like the actions of an Offset or a 21 Savage to me. That's just what it is that I'm thinking. However, that might be something that you do too. I don't know, Metro. But I'm just saying, y'all wrong for using the lyrics against him. If he did not write those lyrics, okay? And he wasn't rapping that. But it doesn't mean that, he didn't do that. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know, girl. This is... Child, good luck to you, sir. I want to know. Now, this is one that I feel like y'all can give us an update every other week. Because I want to know what's going to happen with this. Because I didn't know who was telling the truth. What was the true details? What's going on? I need to know. So y'all let me know something. All right? This is crazy. This rest in peace to these ladies, because these were social media influencers who were getting ready to go on a boat, I do believe. And they decided that they didn't want to wear life jackets because I guess they didn't want their tan lines affected or whatever. So, yeah. They decided to do what they want to do, and it's just their luck that they thought this was just going to be another date on the boat, and it resulted in them losing their lives. That's sad. That's sad. 2 influencers are dead after refusing to wear life jackets on a speedboat that sank off the Brazilian coast because they didn't want the safety gear to ruin their tan in photos. Y'all weren't even going to be on a boat that long. Girl, people rather see y'all be safe than sorry and unalived. That is sad. It's really sad, but then is it bad that I also feel like it's stupid at the same time? But I don't want to say that because these people actually passed away. You know what I'm saying? But I'll say this. I won't say that it was stupid. I'll just say that was very irresponsible. And them being irresponsible led to them dying. They said some didn't want to put them on because they were taking selfies, is what the police commissioner said. The 2 victims boarded a speedboat. Y'all got on a speedboat and didn't want to put no damn life jackets on? So they boarded a speedboat to shore with 4 other influencers after partying on a luxury yacht with friends off the coast of, Sao Paulo? The speedboat captain told police he was ordered to transport the 6 influencers despite only having a maximum capacity for 5 passengers. leaving the vessel unable to navigate through the waves. They go on to say that the boat and through the passengers into the choppy. Oh, damn. So the waves was that crazy that the waves overtook the boat and it resulted in them going into the damn waters and drowning. The captain told police he tried desperately to save his passengers, but the two victims refused to wear their life vests on the boats, believing it would impact their photos. Oh, wow. Her body drifted out to sea. Child, and it had to be recovered. Girl. Wow. All because y'all trying to be cute on social media for people that really do not give a fuck about you. I can count. I just feel like maybe 5% of maybe 5 to 10% of the people on social media give a damn about you. They really don't be giving a fuck. In my personal. So you're going all out your way to be unsafe, to get nice photos. I just can't. The beach wasn't enough. Y'all couldn't just go over there and just take the pictures. Now we got to be talking about y'all in this way because y'all done passed away. This is sad. Girl, they deserve that peaceful moment of silence because that's sad. Sounds like a lawsuit. Should have demanded them to wear their life jackets, period. It do sound like a lawsuit. If the family want to get something, they are going to sue him and whoever else. Because if you are in charge, that is your job. That is your duty to make people wear their stuff. You should have told them we can't move forward if everybody does not have on their life vests. And the thing is, moving forward, I bet you y'all not going to do nothing without them life vests being on now that these ladies done lost their life. Now y'all going to operate how y'all should have been operating in the beginning. So if y'all wanted beautiful photos and don't want your tan lines affected, then go back over there, lay in the sand, and get your tan. You ain't got to be on the boat. You better hope they don't sue you. Better hope they don't sue you. Rest in peace to these ladies. Oh, yes, and the overcapacity. That's right. He said that he only had room for 5, but you chose to take 6. Yeah, lawsuit at the top of the year. Let's keep going. Let's get into the Breakfast Club. Y'all heard that the Combs kids rolled up on Ray J ready to throw them hands. Okay, we about to throw them ball. Hey, we about to. Ray J be killing me when he be acting like he about their life, but I just don't see that. I see Ray J as a joke. So I often find most of what he says or does as funny sometimes, okay? Except for when he put the kids on live. I feel like that was so ignorant. That was so stupid. That was very manipulative. I did not like that. Like, why the fuck is you involving these kids and you and her bullshit? Like, you don't be having them all up here sometimes either. But I do see him as a joke. And I'm just wondering, what was the disrespect that was given for Ray J to be approached by the Combs kids? Because you've been out here supporting. Like, he's been supporting Diddy for the most part. Right? He feels like people should give him a chance. You know, everything that's coming out about him isn't always actual factual. He saw Diddy as a friend, you know, and it's very shocking to him to learn some of these things because he didn't know that's the type of time he was on and stuff. Like, But what you had said, and I'm still shocked at Quincy, baby, because I'm like, Quincy, what is got into you? What is got into you? For you to want to start fighting. I mean, now my question is also, did he say something disrespectful about Diddy? Or could he have possibly said something disrespectful about the mom? Quincy and Christian's mom. I'm wondering if he could have said something, and maybe that's why they rolled up on him. Okay. So I don't know. And maybe we just thinking that it's more so about Diddy because of Diddy's current situation. But Ray J has seemed to be in support of Diddy. So now I'm like, did you say something about their mama or something? Are you continuing to push any like false narratives or something like that? Conspiracy theories, and now they want to roll up on you. But the thing for me is, if that's the case, y'all probably gonna have to roll up on a lot of people. What was it about Ray J that made y'all wanted to pull up on him? And having folks hop in it and stop it. But let's hear what Charlamagne has to say. Okay?
With Ray cracking jokes. Imagine running down
Let me refresh.
problem with Ray cracking jokes. Imagine running down on somebody talking about what's up with all that ass is being taken talk. Okay, my daddy ain't taking no ass. All right, Diddy's kids need to sit there.
Wait, so I saw somebody say Ray J has been going around bad mouthing there. So he's been. I thought he'd been over there like in support of Diddy, trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he did say something more recently that was negative about. Okay. But the man is locked up. Like, y'all can't fight everybody now. Now, I ain't got to like Ray J or whatever, even though he don't bother me too much. But, girl, y'all, they can't be fight. Yeah, you can't fight everybody now. Y'all also got to hold on to the reputations that y'all got. Just a little piece. Because y'all used to be able to hold on to the name of Diddy and Combs, and that name doesn't hold as much weight anymore, in my opinion. And y'all got to, hold on, you got your own reputation that you want to, do good about. I do understand the fact that this they daddy. A lot of people feel like, I don't care what they did. That's my parent. I'm on your head about my parent. I don't care. I mean, I understand that too. And they are stressed the hell out, I'm sure. But, girl, I just feel like y'all can't fight everybody, child. Come
down somewhere, okay? Don't get spanked trying to prove a point that you're not built to prove. You're going to end up in jail with your pops or someplace worse.
But you do understand it, right? It's different when it comes from somebody like you who they don't know, and they probably know Ray J.
Even if they don't know, they probably going to want to run down on Charlotte.
No, they're not going to run down on Charlotte,
man. Whatever y'all on, get off it. I know you upset. You frustrated because of what Diddy going through, but stop projecting before you get hurt.
That's their pop, so you do understand that.
Glorilla said she just drove by the cemetery, and there's plenty of room for okay? So I know they got room for silly youngins trying to prove a point. And let's be clear, you try that with Ray J, and Ray J ain't even the one to play with. Bro. You ain't gonna run down on 50.
Yeah, but
you ain't gonna run down. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna run down on nobody that's really.
I don't even want that to happen.
But they have a different relationship with Ray J, though, right? Ray J has been to the crib. Ray J has been around them, right?
I don't even think they care about relationships. That's their dad, and it's very public. They just pressing whoever they want to press at this point. That's what it sounds like.
I'm inclined to go with her train of thought. Okay, I'm inclined to lean like they just pressing whoever. I do see what Envy is trying to say, like that's their dad and stuff like that. But I do feel like emotions are high. They are not happy, and they coming at whoever the hell they want to come at. Okay, and Ray J is the first. I wouldn't be surprised if we hear more, but I think they should just come on, Blue Ivy. Hold what you got. Calm down. It's going to be okay at some point.
Pressing nobody. And I'm telling you.
If they wanted to swing on Ray J, they would have swung. Ray, and they probably have a problem with Ray cracking jokes.
Yeah. Imagine running.
Child, Hazel E said Ray J was finna pull that thing out on them. And I'm like, Ray J, if you feel like, but you know what? Hazel E can exaggerate a story as well, just like Ray J. So I'm not surprised that she was over there with him too. But Ray J, if that is something that you may have been considering, which I hope not, but if you were gonna do that, like why would you do that with people you said you considered your family? So I consider them family, but I'm not finna let no little I'm not finna get jumped on or something like that by no little kids. Child, I would hate for it to see it. It's just not that deep to get to that place. Like it just doesn't. But girl, y'all had everybody trying to break up the fight, huh? Y'all better go sit down somewhere. Okay? Y'all better go sit down somewhere. Especially you, Christian. Because I feel like you on track just a little bit. And I don't want that for you. You've been over here in your daddy's shadow for a very long periodically time. And you know who else I want to hear from? What's Quincy daddy name? Albie Short. Is it Albie Short? Is that his daddy? I wonder how he feel. I know he's in a conflicting space because I'm sure he does not like Diddy at all and feels like Diddy contributed to him being sick in the hospital all those months or so. But then he was, influential in raising your child. Just a little piece. And that boy sees him as dad. And then to see the person that you don't like and your son is over there still supporting them, I can imagine how that makes you feel inside. I wonder what those conversations are like. Quincy probably say, Dad, don't even talk about it. Like, I don't even want to talk about it, Dad. Like, we ain't got to talk about it. Y'all better calm the hell down for y'all meet the right one. Okay? Child, let's like up the video for me. I got over 600 and some people in the chat. Make sure you're liking up the video, please. Kalenna, what you got going on? I'm just going to get into some of the clips, though. Hold on. Let me see if they got one over here already. Okay, so this is where she talks about... Kalenna, I'm going to tell you right now. Don't piss me off. Do not piss me off. Because I didn't even read the headline before I pulled this up. But the first thing that popped, the two things that I caught was Cassie spoiled. Don't piss me off, ma'am. And based on these, how you looking in this video, I'm praying that you are in good health. That is not what it's looking like, okay? In addition to that, we are aware that she was dealing with some situations with her kids, from my understanding. I don't know if she has all of them at this time. I believe it was like a custody situation going on. I believe a relative may have her children. You got bigger and better things to worry about, but I understand people are going to come to you for an interview because of your alliance to Diddy. But I really want you to get that together. Do not be a Jaguar Wright. Okay, if you're not making money via music or nothing, you out here doing all these damn interviews and stuff, regurgitating some of the same things. But I understand if you got to get your money, how you get it, okay? But I do feel like you're gonna piss me off because I saw two words that already pissed me off. Cassie spoiled. I feel like this is the same narrative that Diddy's attorney tried to put out there about Cassie, and I don't give a fuck about her being spoiled, okay? I don't give a damn about her being... I hope she was very spoiled, okay? And if she was, it was because he made her that way. Because he threw in her face all of the things that he could do for her, only to later take advantage of her and to abuse her. BITCH. So this whole... I don't want to hear this. I'm going to listen to it, but she going to piss me the hell off, for sure. She was spoiled. What the fuck that got to do with him being abusive? Throwing her on the ground, you motherfuckers witnessing the things that was happening to her, and none of you motherfuckers said anything. None of you fuck niggas. And I hate to say it, whether I liked Usher or not, it's given I gotta add you to the fuck nigga list too, just a piece, because didn't they say you was at the tape, you was in the same room when he punched that girl in the side? Who else was in there? All y'all other celebrities that was in there is giving fuck niggas. When y'all saw this man punch this girl at that ceremony and nobody flinched, moved, act like they didn't see nothing, none of that. Pissed me off just a little piece, but we gonna get it. Neo punk ass. And continuing to show his punkness, baby. The way he out here with them two girls. I think it was his birthday the other day. And he was doing his little video and dancing and all this other like, I said, Neo, get your ass off. Get off my screen, bitch. I am so disappointed in you. Girl, I would have never expected Neo to turn out the way that he did. Ugh. Anyway, let's see what Miss Kalenna is talking about. Girl, she looks sick.
Cassie.
I pray she okay.
Love her to death, naive, like getting high. She likes partying. She liked that. Was the thing. She's a model. She was well taken care of. She was
You told me a story about going to an apartment one time.
Yeah, which one? The fucking one that would look like a closet? That all white fucking condo in New York?
Bitch, I'm gonna have to watch this whole thing. I'm gonna have to watch this entire thing. I'll do that offline, but I'm gonna have to watch this whole damn thing. What you mean? The fucking one? So she had a home that she was being taken to be abused? Because that's what I'm hearing. That's why I'm like, I need to watch this whole interview. Because that's what I'm getting from this clip. The fucking one, the all white one. I'm like, wait, so he liked all white nails and all white homes?
Which one? The fucking one that would look like a closet?
Because I'm not hearing the fucking one she used to go to. I'm not hearing her say fucking like that. I'm hearing the fucking one. The one that she would go to and fuck at. That's what I'm hearing.
That all white fucking condo in New York? That's just glass with glass stairs escalating up the fucking 70-foot ceiling, 100-foot ceiling. Wild shit. Spoiled. So I'm not saying Cassie is not deserving of any of these things, but this was her life. And so though I was okay, I was like middle class okay. She was like, rich girl, I want to go hang out with my friend for the weekend in fucking Tahiti, okay. And just lay up and get sun, okay.
You asked her how much she was making.
Yeah, I just wanted to know where her allowance was because she had an allowance. And I wanted to know if she was being smart with her money and she was being smart with the opportunity. Because the first thing I think is like, what would I do in that position? I don't know. I would own homes. I would have owned businesses. I would have been giving other people opportunities. I wouldn't have been waiting for Puff to do my project. I would have been doing my own project. I just would have had to be a lot more like, nigga, you gonna do this shit for me. Because I would have done it for myself. And so when I asked how much she was making, it was like close to $30,000, almost $50,000 a week. That's a lot of money.
Ma'am, I hear you. I do, I promise. So you were there to see the type of home she lived in. You were there long enough to ask her about how much money she makes. You were there long enough to see if she was handling her money accurately. But you also were not aware of him beating the shit out of her after she cooked that breakfast and stuff when y'all went over there to Diddy house. You don't remember that though. Because that's what Dawn put in the lawsuit. And you told her to mind her damn business. Cassie should have told you to mind your damn business when you was over there asking her about that money. And it sounds like you coming off a bit envious and jealous of her at that time because you didn't receive those things, but really you should have been mad at Diddy. And you may or may not have known everything that she was going through and enduring in order for her to have the very things that she had that really weren't even damn hers. You've been around him long enough. You knew how that man operated. I'm just confusion on how you knew so much yet you didn't know a damn thing. I don't like that. I don't like that, ma'am.
Even on the low end, when you say $10,000 a week, that's a lot of money for somebody to just, here you go. You can just blow that. And then cars for your family, and then flights for your family, and then all that stuff. I'm just saying. And I'm just allegedly talking, right? Because who knows what she was really getting.
I'm just allegedly talking. I'm cringing right now. I am cringing. I am just allegedly talking. But allegedly, you ain't see a damn thing. Girl, that is insane to me.
Right, because we don't know. But what I will say is, if in fact that's what Cassie was getting, and that's what she was privy to, I think I would have been trying to strive to show my husband that I was queenly enough to be entitled to take care of his.
Bitch, I'm gonna cuss this one. What's in my head in this very moment is her speaking on how she wanted to show her husband something. Number one, Diddy was not her husband. Okay, that's one. There's so much I could say, but let me put a pin in that part. But you want to talk about showing your husband something when you're having an issue at this very moment about being a mother? I think you should start showing yourself something first. Um, I want to say so many cuss words and yell and scream and go off, but girl, this ain't even my life. It's very disappointing. It's very disappointing. Girl, I really pray that you get what you need to get, and the rest of your days get better for you, for real. Because I'm glad I'm not watching this whole interview with y'all because, girl, I'm only listening to 2 minutes and I'm irritated. I'm so irritated.
Would have been trying to strive to show my husband that I was queenly enough to
strive to show my husband that I am queenly enough, and you don't got your own motherfucking kids. Are you out your goddamn
to be entitled to take care of his billions and millions of dollars and possibly his children and be the queen of that empire? But I didn't see that per se. I just saw like Cassie having a good time as a young girl and really didn't want the bothers of like that life.
Girl, another thing that irritates me about this video is how at the same time, although she's showing like envy of Cassie, jealousy, whatever, and her, I guess a bit, it's like she's acting oblivious to what Cassie may have gone through. Like, she acting like she don't know, like maybe that's like, I can't even say it because I'm like, you were around for some of the fuck shit that happened. Ain't no way Dawn saw it and you didn't see it. But then you acting over here like you don't know what the hell was really going on. Maybe that's, what it was. She got the 30, the 50 million. I don't like this.
Quite a few. You got named quite a few times in Dawn's lawsuit. I'm assuming there wasn't a conversation beforehand.
No. No.
What was it like finding that out when you woke up?
I was angry. I was pissed. I'm feeding my frogs, dude. Like, I'm working on my project. I'm at the end of it. And I'm just like waiting on my time. And I'm like just talking to God and like learning his voice. And then all of a sudden it's like a rip shot. Because Dawn knows me. And she know that all she ever had to do if something was going on was to say something. And it would have been fucking on. Like Donkey Kong. Like the fuck we talking about? We would have jumped that nigga. With the fuck out of there. Or whatever. But that wasn't the case. Like, she never... To be honest with you, though me and Puff garnered a closer relationship, going into it, Dawn and Puff were closer. They had rapport. So, Puff can be mama a little bit, like little fucking catty. So, I just always thought that for his protection, possibly he could have been like just keeping distance between everybody. That's the thing, right? And it's a control thing as well. So I just thought maybe it could be that. But I think more than anything, it was more like, it was literal competition though. Like she literally looked at me like a threat. And like, I possibly could have been getting more than her because I had my husband and different things, but that wasn't the case. It was just the way I negotiated my deal. And I was already good. I was already good from publishing deal. I was already good from other things that were happening in my life. So I think she just possibly thought Puff gave me more than her and she just didn't have that, but that wasn't how that went.
What do you make of the ingredients in her lawsuit?
I think it's
Thank you. Because, ma'am, that's where we were with the conversation. You tried to derail and deflect the conversation onto the dynamics when y'all were in the deal, but we're talking about what's in the lawsuit. I'm so glad that he was actively listening to her to bring the conversation back, okay, to what the hell we trying to find out. Girl, what do you make of what was in the damn lawsuit? I don't give a damn about has being that stuff high key, which is y'all being in the doggone group and you getting paid more. We don't care about this shit, okay? It don't matter. Neither one of y'all got money now. Girl, we talking about this, the abuse and shit. That's what we talking about.
I don't want to say bullshit, but I think maybe if my lips are, I think maybe Dawn is I don't know. I ain't gonna sit here and lie and shame the devil, but I will say broke motherfuckers would they would do anything for money. And I just want what she's saying to be the truth. Because I'm confused. And if it's the truth, why wait so long to say anything? I don't know, guys. Like, nobody's fucking with me at that capacity, and I'll say shit. Everybody's finna know it. I'm finna be locked up, 766, 911 call, police fucking locked up, crate, all that. Nobody's doing shit like that to me.
I feel like Martin, when he was talking to Cole, like, this ain't about the dumbest, like, ma'am. So if you feel like, broke people will do anything, then I feel like you would be speaking on yourself as well. I feel like if you're disappointed, it is because you were not a part of the lawsuit originally to get in on any money. And she beat you to the punch just a bit. That's what I would think. And then you got that call, from Diddy. All right. And maybe if you were going to go and put a lawsuit out there or whatever after getting that call, you probably changed your mind. Okay. Thank you, DeAndre, for the super chat. Kalenna reminds me of Latasha Scott. Just stupid as fuck. Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat. It's definitely giving dumb as hell for sure. It really, really is. I do feel like she is lying in this moment. I don't see why Dawn, because here's my thing. I feel like with Dawn's lawsuit, it wasn't aimed at you. It wasn't about you. It was about Diddy, how she felt, the things she experienced, and the things that she witnessed. How would that be a slight really to you if all she doing was really placing you at the scene, which is what quite a few people have done in their lawsuits when they want to list out kind of like witnesses. Like Cassie name dropped a lot of people. You were right there. Why? I mean, she was expecting you to actually be honest about what it is that you saw. I don't think Dawn would sit up there and name drop you in a lawsuit if you just were not there. Okay, if you just were not there, I think your husband was heavily involved. You kind of touched on that right here to confirm that. So when she name dropped all of y'all, yeah, I mean, I don't think she was, being desperate, doing anything for money. I think she's been holding on to his secrets for a very long time. Now, granted, I do know that there are interviews out there where Dawn has spoke very highly of Diddy. Right? But you also got to understand the position he was in comparison to her. Not having a label anymore and trying to find her way and do her thing. You ain't finna come up against no damn giant and badmouth him, because some of the small things that you are getting, the small opportunities you are getting, could be snatched from you too. So, I mean, I just don't, I don't like how she, it's her story to tell. She got her, this is her truth, I suppose. We got Dawn's truth, and then somewhere in there is the actual truth. And I'm just more so leaning towards Dawn's truth. I think the truth aligns more so with hers. I don't know if Kalenna uses drugs at all, but I would not be surprised. I think the industry makes a lot of people go in that direction, and some may use it more than others. She looks very stressed. in this I mean, of course she's gotten older. When you get older, your face changes and stuff like that. But she looks very stressed the hell out in this damn. And this is a black and white. We ain't even seeing your face like in full color to really know what's going on. And it's given that shit is going on. Okay? It's just not like, it's a struggle for her. And I hate that. To have been used up by him, not to receive anything for real, aside from the fact that you got some tracks with Diddy and you still out here just trying to bring forward some music that you've been working on for God knows how long. I think it's been years. And you really ain't gained nothing. So Don put this lawsuit out and he can call you to get you to put a statement out to deny everything that was in her damn lawsuit. But is he coming to meet you with any type of coins or helping you out in any type of capacity with music or something? But you just a phone call away though. Oh, okay. A phone call away, even though you wasn't too far away when he was beating the hell out of Cassie, but you just don't recall that though. Oh, okay. All right then, girl. I don't believe her. I'm sorry. Not at all. Very disappointing. But I am gonna go back. I'm gonna watch. I think the video may be like an hour and a few minutes. So I am gonna go back, watch all of that, and I'll probably come back to you guys with like a updater on my thoughts about, you know, what I just took in. Girl, I'm probably gonna have to brace myself for that because, girl. Thank you for the super chat, Duron. Did I say that right? Ron. I hope I say that right. If he did all this, why was he so loved? Makes me think she's lying for sure, because we all know people can be loved and also be bad people, including her. She not no little girl. Thank you so much for the super chat. Okay. Are you, when you say including her? You're talking about Kalenna, right? And I definitely agree. People can be loved and also be bad people. Okay? The days of our lives. Literally. It's a lot of them walking around here. A lot of them walking around here. Y'all, let's hope she get the help that she need, okay? Now, lastly, girl, we got to get into a little bit of messiness. Okay? Now, y'all, this, I ain't even trying to be messy, girl, because, see, that's not my job. I'm not messy like that, okay? I'm a commentator. I'm not no blogger. People be calling me a blogger because it's a common thing to say, even though a blog is something you write and I do videos, but we going to let the people carry. But I be feeling like there's a difference, just a little piece. And maybe it's not. And I know y'all gonna correct me anyway, because this is just how y'all is, okay? And it be y'all personal, so it's good. But I be feeling like bloggers are individuals that like to really break stories and like to be the first to provide you guys with like breaking news. I don't care about all this shit. Girl, the news can break, flip, crack the fuck up. I don't care what happens with the news. I'm just gonna share my thoughts about it. I'm a commentator about it, period. Right? But they're labeling this young lady as a blogger. Okay. Her name is Milagro. I believe she goes by Milagro Grams. Girl, this is rough here. And we're speaking on Miss Megan Thee Stallion. Okay. Megan Pete. Make sure you guys are liking up the video. I don't want to get into the whole lawsuit for real, but I do want to skim it and get into a few things to find out what exactly she's suing this young lady for. Now, I do recall Milagro Grams from the time that Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez were in court, okay? I recall her giving a lot of updates and things on what was happening with the court case. I believe Academics was also giving some details as well. And they were the two that were more so leaning towards like Tory Lanez and stuff. Okay. Now, can I say, I always have to say this. You know what I'm saying? Can I say, honestly, Tory ass was going to jail anyway? I know people may not like that, but it's so, like, it's so true. Like, aside from Megan being shot, and by who? Tory was a convicted felon who was not supposed to be around guns. Okay? You being around it, you was finna go anyway. In some capacity, there was punishment. Now, you could have saved yourself by pleading guilty, but you didn't want to do that because you felt as though you didn't do it. I'm questioning What was his mind state at the time? Because I'm now wondering, do you even recall? I don't know. Doesn't matter. He's locked up at this time. He's trying to, get an appeal. I believe that they agreed to hear an appeal or something like that. After I believe he may have gotten denied, so we'll see what's gonna happen or whatever. Some part of me is like, child, I'll hear about it when they say Tory free, but all this other stuff, it don't even goddamn matter. But anywho, so of course, Milagro has not been in favor of Miss Megan because of the Tory situation, okay? And then now knowing that, she's a supporter of Nicki Minaj, which is nothing wrong with that, and knowing that there has been a rift with Megan and her, Milagro is on that head even more, okay? It's been alleged that she reshared an AI image of Megan engaging in some type of PORN situation, which actually ended up not being real. I never saw it on my platform. People said that she shared it. She's always been clear that she's never shared any of that. She talked about it or mentioned that it was going around, but she never shared it. I don't know. If she did, I'm sure somebody may have had a screenshot of it and got it to Megan. Megan's attorney said that they was going to be suing folks for the misinformation. Now, I don't know if there's anybody else that is going to be on, if there's anybody else that they're going to try to sue, okay? I do question, and here's the thing. I'll be very honest, and I question whether Megan is going to, I'll say this, how much of Megan's lawsuit is she going to win? I will be honest and say that is a question. I'm not sure of everything she's suing her for, but I thought that I saw harassment, defamation, and misinformation. So when it comes to resharing things that are already out there, I don't know if she probably could get anything for that. I'm not sure. But I say that because for me, I be thinking about the National Enquirer and stuff, and I be like, I know you lying. Okay. And I'm like, I can imagine how many lawsuits y'all got. And if they had so many, they probably wouldn't even be around to this day. Okay. So when I think about that, where people get some of their stories from and reshare, I would think you would need to probably go to the source and then sue them for even allowing the information to be out there for a person to spread or something like that. But I don't know, because the law may support that, but we don't know. Harassment, I can understand that. I do feel like on Twitter and life in like real life and Twitter are not the same, I feel. But Twitter, the people definitely be on Megan head a lot. Like the girls who heads they be chewing on is Megan and Cardi's for sure. If they ain't on Cardi head, and right now I guess Cardi taking a break, she's been sick or something, they chewing Megan up, and she just recently dropped the project. Or actually something is dropping tonight at 3 a.m. my time, I think. Her documentary, that's what it is. So they finna be eating her up, all while continuing to consume her content. I don't know why people that hate folks that much does that, but y'all gonna do that anyway because that's how y'all is. Do what you want to do. But, Milagro has participated in that. Okay. I don't know. She's participated in that, and it may have gotten her tied up. And here's the thing. In my opinion, I do feel like Megan still won at the end of the day, even if she does not win the lawsuit. And the reason I say that is because the fact that she made you go and hire an attorney and pull money out of your pocket that you were not expecting to do, she's already kind of won. Now, granted, for you would be glad and feel like, oh, yes, I'm glad I won this lawsuit. It was dismissed, whatever the case is. But she still made you pay on the front end if you don't got to pay on the back end. You see what I'm saying? So that's, it's a tough situation to be in. A bit embarrassing. I feel like this would be the third person. I believe it was Tasha K. I believe the young lady Nosy Ho, who I thought hers was dismissed though. I thought her and Nikki settled it. And I don't think she owes Nikki anything. I thought Nikki just decided to be nice about it. And it was just like, keep my name and my child name out your fucking mouth. Don't say nothing about us ever. Because I think Nikki even wanted the channel. But Tasha lost to Cardi. I think Nikki may have been nice and was like, I'm going to let you have that a little bit. So, she's able to maintain her channel, which is good for her. And okay, Nosy apologized. Okay, well that's good. Listen, I would have did the same thing if I was her. Like I will never be too good to apologize for something I may have, misspread, did inaccurately or any of that. The job is to, really entertain, not so much as, to hurt or harm. But I would have done the same thing, right? And then now you have Milagro. So we'll see. I think with Tasha's it was a bit different because of course she had the young lady on her platform, and with that young lady being on her platform telling lies, like I think Tasha continued it and may have added to it. Okay, and I also don't think she had good attorneys at all. I don't think Tasha had good, and she knows that now, but I don't think she had good attorneys like they really did her in. So, child, yeah. That's what, and then here's the other thing too. A lot of people forget. Cardi sent Tasha more than one cease and desist. She didn't want to sue her at first. She was just like, yo, chill, retract. Tasha said, I'm not going to do that. So they gave you an option. You chose not to operate with that. Okay. All right. So I don't know if Megan is going to get off of the head of Milagro. I think she's going to stay on it because Milagro been on her ass for a minute. Okay. It's crazy. Aren't they both from Texas? Child. But let's see. They're saying for years. They're saying that Milagro acted and continues to act on the behalf of Tory Lanez as an online rumor mill, churning out falsehoods about Megan Thee Stallion to her tens of thousands of social media followers. Since Mr. Peterson's 2020 indictment for felony assault with a deadly weapon after shooting Miss Megan to his later conviction in December 2022 up through today. Okay, they're saying that Milagro performed Miss Megan's public bidding to denigrate, belittle, insult, and spread false statements about Megan on her social media platforms for no other reason than to bully, harass, and punish Megan for Tory's conviction and to tarnish her reputation, causing emotional distress. I feel like that's the part that Megan could potentially win on. Potentially. I'm pretty sure that Milagro doesn't at Megan when she does this. However, if a good 75% of your content is about Miss Pete and you consider yourself a blogger, but a good 75 to 85, 90, 95% of your content is about her, I don't know, because I don't really keep up with her page a lot to know if she's always talking about Megan. But if so, and it has affected her, she could potentially win on that. Is what I'm assuming. That's an assumption. We don't know this to be facts. We're just all reading and giving our thoughts about it, right? So they go on to say the lengths to which Miss Milagro goes to harass Megan knows no bounds. For example, she has gone so far as to share a deep fake PORN video of Megan. In June 2024, Milagro encouraged her 27,000 followers on Twitter to view a post by Ben Bella, that shared a doctored, artificially created video of Megan doing sexual acts, okay? Now listen. Now, I don't know if she shared that unless y'all have screenshots, and you already know the Stallions team, not Team Hottie, they gonna screenshot it down, period. However, I do believe it was encouraged. I do believe it was mentioned. You know what I'm saying? And let me not say that because I don't know that to be fact, but I do know she said something about it. I do know that. I don't know exactly what she said. I don't know if she encouraged people to go watch it, but even just bringing it up, people gonna go look for it, right? So, girl, this is crazy. I feel like they about been collecting data on her for a minute. Back when Twitter could see your likes. When you could go to a person's page and hit likes. So if they were able to see anything she liked in a negative way about Megan, accompanied with tweets, that you put out. I don't know, y'all. Child, the people said she did reshare it. And y'all saw it. I'm screaming. Girl, she gonna get her on that. And that's what I think. They're saying after defendant's conduct led to a firestorm of negative reactions from others, they're saying the defendant doubled down in a YouTube video on June 9th, 2023, claiming that Megan was a professional victim and denying any wrongdoing. But the defendant is wrong. Her conduct was an unlawful promotion of an altered sexual depiction and caused Megan severe emotional distress and reputational harm. This is messy here, girl. It's the emotional distress for me. Because I do feel like you can get emotionally distressed from, negative tweets and stuff. And they constantly coming at you and stuff from a particular person. It might give a piece of a bully. So, yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what they show up with in court. All right, they're saying in another instance on September 2nd, defendant Cooper accused Miss Megan of having a severe drinking problem who needs to spend more time in a relationship with herself and her therapist and maybe AA. The defendant has no personal relationship with Megan and had no basis to make such outlandish and false claims. Not a severe drinking problem. And need to spend more time with her in her relationship. Oh, damn, girl. Child. In yet another instance on July 30th of 2024, they're saying that the defendant went so far as to cast doubt on Megan's mental status, asking her followers if Megan has a guardian or not, and whether Megan has ever been deemed like legally retarded. Let me tell y'all something as to why I feel like she could potentially lose this lawsuit. And I don't know if y'all saw this video on TikTok. I'm going to see if I liked it. If I liked it, I'll make sure it's y'all. But basically, this attorney was talking about how he felt like he was defending a pimp against this woman that I think he may have had a child with. He abused her. He did all of this stuff to her. And her attorney was trying to submit a photo into evidence that showed her actual abuse, but the attorney didn't know how to submit the photo into evidence. And when I tell y'all this man got emotional talking about the story because he said she's going to lose. I found it. She's going to lose this case. And the reason she's going to lose this is because she can't afford a good lawyer. And that could be an issue. If you can't afford a good lawyer going up against Alex Shapiro, it could be tough. It could be tough. You know what I'm saying? But you just never know. Okay? David and Goliath, honey. You just never know. But I do want to play this story real quick. Just so y'all could, check that out. Just a little piece. Since I brought it up, I'm just referencing. We're going to get back to it. I'm just referencing it. Let me go here. And let me go here. Okay, bet. There we go. All right. Let me put it up on the screen here. All right.
She's poor. That's why she's going to lose. She's going to lose because she's poor. And she can't afford. She's poor. That's why she's going to lose. She's going to lose because she's poor, and she can't afford a lawyer. And he's going to win because he can afford a lawyer that knows how to put a document into evidence.
Was there ever a particular case that you think about that broke your heart?
You're going to try to make me cry again, Stephen. This feels unfair.
What is the one case?
The one case that
broke your heart.
It was a case that I won that I should have lost. I represented a pimp. That's what he did for a living. He's in prison for a long, long time now. But at the time, he had very brutally abused a woman who he had children with. And the lawyer on the other side of the case, the lawyer who represented his co-parent, his victim, if you will, was very inexperienced. And a judge who was very impatient. The key piece of evidence they had was a photograph of this woman's face after my client had allegedly beat her up quite badly. And getting a photograph into evidence is very easy, but it requires a very specific phrasing. So what you say is, I'd like this to be marked for identification. You mark the photo. and then you hand it to the witness, or you hand it to the court officer who hands it to the witness, and you say, I'm showing you what's been marked as petitioner's 1 for identification. Do you recognize that? Yes. What do you recognize it to be? It's a photograph. Does that photograph fairly and accurately depict your face after he beat you up? Yes. Your Honor, I'd like it put into evidence. That's it. It's easy. For whatever reason, most likely lack of experience, opposing counsel, I guess, didn't know how to get a photograph into evidence. Now, normally in that situation, a judge will be helpful. But this judge was just not in the mood. And opposing counsel said, I'd like this to be marked. And then she said, could you hand it to the witness? And she said, what is that a photo of? So I did my job. I said, objection. She's asking about the contents of a document, not in evidence, which is my job. Judge said, sustained. So she said, okay, I'm sorry. Who took this photo? And she said, I don't know who took it. She says, okay, what is it a photo of? Stood up again, objection, asking about the contents of a document, not in evidence. And I could see opposing counsel getting flustered because she didn't know the words. And my internal dialogue at that moment was, just say it. Like, just get it right. Just say fairly and accurately depict. Just say it. I remember looking at the judge and thinking, like, you're letting this happen. You're letting this happen. Don't let this happen. Like, she's poor. She's poor. That's why she's going to lose. She's going to lose because she's poor. And she can't afford a lawyer. And he's going to win because he can afford a lawyer that knows how to put a document to evidence. And there's something really wrong about that. And the judge didn't. The judge just let her drown. And she asked 3 or 4 more questions that were the wrong questions. And then she just said, I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. And then she just sat down. And the case got dismissed.
And the case got dismissed. Yikes. Okay. Yeah. So hopefully she's able to afford somebody. That may be able to put up a bit of a fight here. Okay. So we shall see. But let's get into more. I just wanted to play that because I think that sometimes they do be mattering, child. You know, that's why someone be expensive like that. And maybe Tory should have got him or better got him one too. Okay. But he had spent a lot of money and they just weren't good. But I think he was going to go anyway because you was a felon. But anywho, let's keep going. So they're saying the defendant low blows did not stop there. Defendant consistently resorted to name-calling Megan, categorizing her as an angry black woman and a lying asshole during her online live streams. Additionally, in or around June 29th, defendant tried to pull information on Megan's father in an attempt to publish private information about her family and cause damage to Megan's reputation. Girl, not you trying to put information on the lady father that's passed away in the ground? That's too much. What do you need this for? So Megan has repeatedly tried to stop Milagro misconduct and asked what it would take to stop being posted on her platforms. In response, the defendant provided the snide advice that Megan should just get over it or go away. Now they go on to say that Milagro also made numerous false statements about Megan regarding Tory and the trial. Defendants, what is this? I guess a conspiracy type relationship with what's this man's Mr. Peterson, Mr. Tory, Tory is troubling. I thought that he knew her. Does he not know her? I thought he knew Milagro. Maybe she's just a fan. I thought he knew her. Anywho, defendant asked.
Cassie.
Hold on one second.
Love her to death, naive.
What is this? Oh, I didn't know that was
Getting hot.
Give me 1 second. Let's get that out of here because I was not playing that. Okay, let's get back. All right, so defendant acts as a paid surrogate. Used to say, not trying to call it, okay, surrogate to spread his lies. All right. They're saying, for example, on October 27th, they're saying Milagro falsely claimed that the firearm Tory used to pop Megan was not produced during the trial because it was missing. That is not the case, they said. Okay. The firearm remains in the custody of the Los Angeles Police Department. All right. They go on to say Milagro could have easily verified this information, but instead chose to ignore it and spread the lies about the integrity of the trial and related investigation. They go on to say Milagro spread the false rumor that Tory did not pop Megan even after a unanimous jury of his own peers decided otherwise. They go on to say that Milagro posted a video on her ex account directed at Megan and asked, can you even prove that you was popped? The state did provide that fact, and Tory is currently serving a 10-year sentence for that. All right. In May of 2022, they're saying that Milagro posted an image of a Los Angeles Police Department report from Tory's arrest, stating that the first doctor to see Megan confirmed lacerations due to stepping on glass, not a firearm wound. However, the information from the police report was recorded before bullet fragments were discovered in Megan's feet during surgery, which completely debunked her post. Okay, this is Milagro's post. Okay, that did not stop bloggers from picking up on Milagro's post and continuing to spread false information. Okay, misinformation, false information. So they go, "Ooh, girl, now they ain't got your tweets up here too." Good. They go on to say Milagro also attended the trial and live streamed her falsehoods during the hearings. All right, Milagro posts consistently spread misinformation challenging the stories of witnesses and their credibility while sharing their names online, amounting to witness intimidation. Ooh, now during the trial, they're saying that she posted the following tweets. Girl, I knew they had some tweets of you from 2022. They've been clocking you for a very long periodically time, talking about credible when we all sitting in there. Shut the fuck up. Kelsey spoke to prosecutors and told them one thing, but today says she lied. Kelsey says she never saw Tory pull a gun on Megan or pop her. All this case taught anyone was that your father, brother, cousin, or son could face over 20 years in prison without proper evidence, a botched investigation, and another likely suspect just because non-credible witnesses said you did something. And y'all slow asses cheering. Child. More recently, after posting about a lawsuit a former videographer filed against Megan in April of 2024 and Megan's motion to dismiss, all right, they're saying Milagro also falsely claimed that Megan was caught trying to deceive the courts again. Enough is enough, they say. Megan, a victim of violent crime and champion of women's rights to her millions of fans worldwide, will no longer stand for Milagro's campaign of harassment. She brings this complaint for damages and equitable relief to end Milagro's vendetta against her. Child, let me tell you, even if Megan decides to pull a Nicki Minaj and be like, haha, just kidding, girl, I'm not finna sue you, we could drop it. She still grabbed her by the balls and the cootie tois to back up off her. Okay? To back the hell up off her. That's what it's giving. So even if she tell you we gonna moonwalk out this situation, but I see you. She got her up off her, for sure. What else are they saying? Okay. It looks like she's trying to sue her for what, $75,000? This court has subject matter jurisdiction. They're saying because there is a complete diversity between the parties and the amount in controversy exceeds the sum of $75,000. Oh, she's trying to sue her for more than 75 racks. Oh my. Child, I don't know, y'all. Go to my likes. See, didn't I say something about the likes not too long ago? Is Megan Thee Stallion a professional victim? Child. And then got your screenshot. Girl, not they done sat up here and now see, either they done sat up here and paid for the friends only, or somebody else paying for it and they screenshot and send everything to Megan. Not Megan possibly got a Finsta. But see, hold on. Let me go back now. Because I don't think you can pay for the friends only. So somebody in your friends only is playing you out. And this is misinformation. So this ain't even... Okay, this is somebody else's post. It's not even Milagro's post. You just put go to my likes. And that's where people saw that she pretty much supported the image of Megan in that video. But girl, that not a post is deleted. Girl, this is crazy. This another video? Well, there's that. Okay. There's that. Girl, I may read it later. First of all, I'm hoping that Simone gets into this lawsuit. Okay. Shout out to girl, is that legal? Hopefully she gets into this lawsuit because she's an actual attorney, so that I can sit up there and watch her and see what she got to say about all of this and give her thoughts about it. Because I mean, you know, every time there's a lawsuit, it can go either way. So we don't know. It can go either way. It's up in the air. We don't know who's really going to win, how they're going to win, or what's what. But we'll see. But she on her head top, though. And I hate that. I hate that. And I do feel like most of the time, a person that is sued, typically, from what I've seen, well, out of those 3 bloggers, you know, what I'll say is, or I'll say content creators. I don't know how they label themselves. But out of those 3 content creators, I do believe that it's often met with, when you end up getting a lawsuit, from what I see, it seems like it's often met with like a consistent upload of something, whether it's a series of tweets, a series of videos, or something. That's what okay. Instead of like a one-off or here or there or whatever, it's like it gives targeting a bit when you're constantly doing the same shit over and over, different videos, tweets, this, that, and the other. And then people get tired of it because they do feel targeted at that point, right? And I'm sure that very topic brings hits to your channel of some fashion, you know, and the audience only grows and grows and grows and gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And then they become aware about it, and then now they on your ass. You know, it's a very unfortunate situation. I think it's a lot that, you know, Milagro can learn from this situation. The first thing she will learn is to back the hell up off Megan, because Megan know how to get her the hell up off her, and that's gonna be this lawsuit. The next thing would be, I feel like Cardi got it in her too to want to sue somebody else. Child, ain't no telling. So, you know, you have some pages that be out there doing similar things that Milagro has been noted in this lawsuit to do towards Megan, and they do that towards Cardi. So it's like, y'all better hope she don't do the deep dive investigation on y'all and get y'all the hell up out of here too. So, girl, it's getting crazy out here in these streets. But I just wanted to go through a few things with you guys very briefly. I hope you all enjoyed the live. If you've stayed all the way up until this point, that means that you enjoyed it, whether there were parts that you agreed with me or disagreed with me. Go ahead and support the channel by hitting that like button. Okay, don't forget to do that on your way out. All right, I thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Of course, I am Jami, that's me. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jami, that's me. And you also can subscribe to the channel, please. Thank you so very kindly. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mile. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some batteries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.